Hi, everybody, and welcome to the show. Here we are.
Here we are.
Yes, it's nice to be here. So I want to thank my beautiful co-hosts, Marina from HeartCentered Tarot and Val K from Dragonfly Crystals and Next Level Channeling. Yeah.
Aren't even on there.
That's okay. We know who you are.
We know who we are.
You know who.
Marina's heart-centered tarot isn't on there.
Yeah. I'm still really disturbed about monetization issues.
Oh, yeah, it is disturbing because who knows who it's going to hit next?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we're dealing with some issues where if we simulcast, we are being hit by YouTube saying you can't monetize anymore. And so if you're ever feeling like a warrior and you want to complain about that, we would just absolutely love that from you. Yeah, there are certain people there are certain people that I'm not going to start naming names, but there are some people that have been demonetized. And I guess, no, it didn't happen to me, but
it happened to me. You all probably heard from the Cool Crone. We were just talking about it. Yep. So, I moved memberships over to my Dragonfly Crystals store, and the memberships are now open. You just have to sign up and become a member of Dragonfly Crystals, and then you can see it will prompt you through everything. But that way, I don't have to have YouTube be telling me what I can and can't do. But
it's just they should know that StreamYard offers this and that we take advantage of it. And anyway, I'm not going to say much more about it. But
the multi-streaming seems to be the real
culprit
too.
Seems to be the culprit. So let's say hi to everybody that's here. We've already got Janet here and Anya.
Hello.
And Joan Baker, CJ, Clarence is here, Barbara, Mary Starshine, Christine, Butterflies Are Free, Mosi, Karen Doyle, Lorraine Billios, and Three Shifting Veils, Karen Doyle, Gerald, welcome again. Let's see who else. Linda Bishop, Amanda Carrion, Roxy, Suzanne Grigsby, Christine Brooks, Sixes, awesome. Rose Blue, nice to see everybody. Thanks, Joe Eliza. Thanks for being here, everybody.
Yes, Clarence Field. Oh my gosh.
So many wonderful people. And Marina's all set to go to the Stampede tomorrow. That's why she's got her hat on. It was the last straw.
Yes. I have tomorrow and Sunday. If on Monday, if I was to walk around like this, people would look at me and literally say, Stampede is over.
Yeah,
they probably would, right?
There's always those people that have to tell you what you already know. Hi, Jen Bowles. Hi, Arlene Forney. And Jeanette M. Welcome, everybody. Sonia J. Good to see you all. So I have a list. I have a little list.
A nice list.
I want to start with Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin was just released from his manslaughter charge. And
all charges dropped.
Yep. The judge just said released without prejudice, or with prejudice, sorry. So he can't be charged again. Hi, Lorraine. Hi, Jamie. Nice to see you. Book Bewitched. Hi.
Hey, Book.
Nice to see you here. Yeah, it was dismissed. Dismissed. And I said to Marina, everybody was hugging and kissing and everything. And Hilaria, his wife, was there. And there was a girl with long blonde hair that went up and hugged him. And I said, do you think that's Kim Basinger and his daughter? I can't think of her name though. It's
they got the blonde hair in that family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, you felt like Trump had something to do with them going after Alec a second time? Well,
Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, would not. Hi, Peace Mom. Yeah, I'm happy for him too. I think he already was feeling horribly, about what happened, and how much more. Oh, that's right. Her name is Ireland. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right, Ireland Baldwin. But yeah. It must be, and of course they have so many kids. They have
yes, 7.
Yeah,
7.
Okay. 7 kids. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, somebody would have to be feeding and clothing and taking care of those kids if he was, convicted.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin. Yeah, he imitated Trump on SNL.
And he did a good job. Oh my God, he was so good.
Yes, that's right. Yes, he did. Yeah.
He always made me laugh.
And I'm sure that Trump doesn't like that.
He doesn't like.
Yeah. You're not feeling any sympathy for Baldwin, Mousy? Well, I don't know if I feel sympathy for him. I just feel like they did kind of put him through the ringer a couple of times.
They drug it on and on and on. And it's been hanging over his head all this time.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Yep. Hello, Laura. It's good to see you. And Scary Godmother. Hello, Scary Godmother. It is an impression of Tessin. Yeah, he'll be back. He will be.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah. So I don't know if there's anything to read on at this point. I did want to bring that up though. And
I'm glad you did, because it's news. You can't always have control over everything. Like how, is he supposed to learn his lines and learn the director? And they had an armor and all that kind of stuff.
Thank you.
Check and double check and triple check.
What's his job? He's an actor.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Okay. He isn't the person who controls the props and the guns and everything. No, he's not that person.
That's right.
You can try and shift blame, but come on, it could have been us. It could have been anyone.
I think of that all the time. If you're in the wrong place as a matter of fact, we had a situation out here on Highway 18, and there was a guy on a motorcycle, and we have 3 lanes across. There's a guy on a motorcycle, and a moose makes his way into the lane, and he hits the moose, flies off his motorcycle into lane 3, and then gets hit by a car, and obviously is dead. But you can't imagine what it would be like to hit the motorcycle guy. You couldn't. What choice did you have? It isn't like
there wasn't a choice. You didn't have time to do anything. It was boom, boom. That's it. There isn't a choice, and so
I know he was required to check, Mousy. Well, and I support that you have a different opinion. That's fine.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know what? Yeah, exactly. Like the comment before, that's what makes democracy great, and that's what intelligent people do. Is we can have a difference of opinion. Right. And we can still have a conversation, and it doesn't mean that one of us has to pull a gun and try to kill the other one because I didn't agree with what you said.
How do you know if it's a blank in the gun, though? What do they look like?
Well, they said that they should not have had real
ammo should not have been on the set.
Right. Absolutely right.
That's the bottom line.
Remember, there was a guy in the 70s, John Hexum, and there was remember he
gorgeous. He was handsome, and he was playing around. But you can't even take a prop gun that shoots blanks and put it, because the compression will kill you. That's an example of the compression.
And it was Bruce Willis. I'm sorry, Bruce Lee's son. Jason, I believe his name was. He went through it too.
So it's one of those things. It's like people need to learn. Those things you can't play with that.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of him personally.
Oh, me neither. No.
At all. Let me just say that up front. but as a human being, I put myself in that situation.
Sure.
And I mean, you can't even, and he was friends with the gal that died.
Yeah.
He was friends with them.
Uh-huh.
So it does feel like he should have been more careful, but to go to prison and all that stuff over it, I think he's been tortured enough.
That's very true. Lorraine said, did you see Biden's speech tonight in Wisconsin? He's really amazing. I tell you what,
I didn't see it.
the only thing I can, I think what he gave last night was amazing.
Yes.
And yeah, he had gaffes. Big deal. He's always had gaffes, you know. But the things he remembered about foreign policy and all of that, that was, you know, who wouldn't be able to do that?
Well, when you're old, you have gaffes.
Okay. That's very true. I can't even think of what this is. What does?
What is telling you?
I don't know.
This is something that happens. Don't point your finger because it's going to happen to you too.
All right. Right.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you.
Each and every one of us has done that. I've been in a conversation, especially with my son, and I will start to tell him something, and it's like,
exactly.
the thingamajig, you know, the whatchamacallit.
You can't find the word. It happens. And this is what happens when you get older. You can't find it. It's in there somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. But I really am not happy at all with, and we all need to know that every bit of mainstream media is a piece of crap. And even my favorite, Rachel, is not doing very well, being very fair. Lawrence O'Donnell is being Lawrence O'Donnell. He's still the same.
He's our beloved Lawrence O'Donnell then. Because
yes, absolutely.
He's got one side of the fence and he stays on it.
He does. And I think it's because he's been in politics for so long. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got a very calming presence.
He does. And people are saying, is he, you know, can he do it? Can he do the job?
He's doing it.
I have to say, I'm interested in Lester Holt's interview of Biden because I really respect him, Lester Holt, and I would trust what he is saying and the questions he's going to ask.
Yes,
because he seems very a legitimate person doing that.
Well, the only thing that happened tonight, I was telling Marina backstage, was we have had the New York Times come out and say that Trump needs to step down, that he's not qualified. Yes, finally. Yes. But it's one out of 300 articles probably, you know. So And we know that David Pecker and others can get paid very nicely for writing whatever it is they want.
Yeah.
Or if you own the media, you can tell them what to say. So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand Nancy Pelosi's position at all or anything that has come out of health recently. I'm very disappointed for the record. In case everyone wants to know where I stand.
Yeah.
I am disappointed.
Yeah. Well, so here's what I'm hearing, and I'm disappointed in Barack Obama as well because I'm hearing some things about him and Pelosi. They're agreeing with the same things, and I didn't expect him to be that way. I didn't expect Barack.
Unless you hear it from him, I wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, that's
possible. Yep, that's very true.
That's just it.
You got to hear it from the horse's mouth.
Yes.
Yep.
What comes out the jail?
Yeah, exactly. Until I will reserve judgment until I hear those people come out and say, yes, I do believe he should step down.
Yeah.
Now, I can attribute a lot of things to a lot of people. Many people have said that Barack Obama feels this way. Who are these people? Name one. Give me a name. Give me somebody I can call.
That's very true. They're not telling us sources. Yeah,
He's alive. He can speak for himself. We can believe him if he says it. Let him
let's
speak.
read on it. Let's see. Are the things we're reading about Barack Obama true or
regarding
not?
Joe Biden?
Regarding Joe Biden.
Is it true?
All right.
Yes.
He's in a wrestling ring, but you know he's probably not being the one to throw the punches. He's probably got his hands up over his face.
I'm getting the naked man here.
Oh,
I mean, this is, what I get from
what
him.
he is.
Yes.
Okay.
This is not, he knows Joe like a brother.
That's true.
First of all.
Yeah.
And he sees him, and I don't believe he would ever say anything that is derogatory like that in any way, or
no.
It just wouldn't come out of his mouth.
No.
And all the time he was president, and all the time you've ever heard him say anything, do anything, be anything, write any books, has he ever been ugly to people? No. No.
That's true.
Not one time.
Yeah. I get the crystal. He is very clear on his support for Biden. He has been in that position. He knows what that feels like. Okay. He knows what it's like to have a bad first debate or all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Because he knows
how impossible it is at this point to, let's say, try to come up with somebody else and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
No, he would never. And he would, I think that if he was to take a position, it would be, you know what? Joe gets to decide what he's going to do. I'm not telling him what to do. Joe gets to decide, right? It's that.
Yeah, you would say that.
Mutual respect.
And we're talking about this, and I'm laughing because Mary Starshine says Obama is. This is true. Obama is fundraising for Joe. So what if he was? Would he have said that if he's out fundraising for Joe?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, what makes sense here? We have to use our logical minds here.
We do. Yeah.
Because that just does not.
Because Nancy Pelosi said it has to be his decision. And then you got people saying, well, when Nancy says that, she means this. And I'm like,
see, there you go.
Yeah.
If Nancy Pelosi probably never said anything, and I probably shouldn't be disappointed, the way in which people interpreted her comment to mean whatever they wanted. They twisted it to mean
exactly.
Which I want to bring up the fact too that I saw a new twist on Project 2025, which Trump doesn't know anything about, but they're saying that Joe Biden would never step down if he loses. And I thought, well, that's rich.
I have never.
That's not them, but the Heritage.
When he was vice president, he's already.
No, but the Heritage Foundation said that. Heritage said that. And I'm thinking to myself, well, you know what? The Supreme Court says he doesn't have to.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, and on the other hand, he really doesn't have to because he's king now.
That's right.
King Biden.
That's right. Yeah. King Joe.
King
That's
Joe.
Right.
King Joe.
Yeah. Our Uncle Joe became our King Joe. Lovely.
Lorraine says, can you ladies tell us if our logical side of government, if there is such a thing, has infiltration in maggots? Me ego likes to think that there are spies like they do in gangs and drug trafficking undercovers.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't even have to read on it because it's an absolute fact.
I agree. The other thing that they're saying is that, if you read Project 2025, it says they're going to totally get rid of, this, that, this. And of course, Trump is saying billionaires don't have to pay any money. Oh, the world.
It's all over the world.
Yeah, it's all over the world. Okay. Yeah. Well, I was on with Nancy Jean earlier this week, and she said that she's one of the only people she knows that read Mein Kampf, which I haven't read it, so I can't tell you. And she said that this is just a blueprint from Mein Kampf.
Yeah, of course it is. It's Hitler's playbook. It's just clear as anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, and they already have people in place when they want to go in and take out all these agencies and put their people in. They already
Yeah.
have a plan for that.
They
It's,
do
it's
have a plan.
Can't see the forest for the trees.
absolutely.
There's,
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
And because even though they're Christian evangelicals, they drank too much wine during
But
communion.
they're grooming the situation, getting it all groomed up and ready for the
Oh,
or how the handmaid's tale.
yeah, really
exactly.
awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Scary Godmother says the RNC is in her state this weekend. I'd like to see a big baby Trump in diapers balloon. I think you'll see those. But you want to know who they refuse to let go to the RNC. Wait till you hear this. I heard this today. The ADA, the American Disabilities Association.
Oh my gosh.
We shouldn't be surprised, should we?
Oh my gosh, that's just so low. That's just so,
And they also are bringing in fake electors to represent people to bid on the candidate. Some of those 3 or 4 people that were, they're letting them come in. They had to get a judge to say it was okay, but they are from Arizona at least. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And apparently, what is it? Nikki Haley is not allowed to attend the convention.
Oh, really?
I
didn't know
Where
that.
did I hear that? I heard that.
If you're
She
part of
told
the
everybody to vote, all her delegates to vote for him.
they're
Yeah,
gonna have
so-
their dancing shoes on though.
Oh, wow.
And they're gonna spill their love potion all over the room.
Oh yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Joe Eliza says, yeah, Nikki Haley was not invited either. Yeah.
Whoa.
I had no
Whoa.
idea.
I just got the chills. So who do we think is gonna be the VP pick? Have we read on that? Probably a million times by now, but
Well, they're saying first they said it was between 3 people. Now they're saying it's 5 again. You know what I heard? I heard he wants Laura Trump, his daughter-in-law.
What?
Yeah. Yes. That's what I heard. I don't think he'll do it because she's one of the heads of the RNC.
He doesn't,
But yeah.
He doesn't look at women like that.
No, he doesn't.
No.
No,
But she'd do what he wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, she would. Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I could see him going with Laura Trump.
Isn't it Lara though? Lara,
Lara.
L-A-R-A, Lara.
Yeah.
It's Lara. It's not Laura.
Whatever. Yeah, the train wreck. Yeah.
But everybody says Laura. It's the same old song. He's just going to sing and dance till, he just wants somebody nameless to be there. So I think Lara has too big of a profile for him. And, I don't think he personally likes her, but he feels that he will be resurrected.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
And
resurrection. I have arrived. I have arisen.
Yeah. You've been in the desert for so long. I'm going to bring you water.
40 days and 40 nights.
Yeah.
the majestic whale needs someone who's going to pay attention to him and do what he wants.
Yeah.
And yes, that's what it is. Baron is too young. You have to be 35. So
did you see him though? He stood up and he was like, everybody was cheering him in Florida, Baron. Oh my God.
I didn't see that.
And he's got the same kind of hair as Daddy.
He does have the daddy hair.
He does. It's not balded, and all that, but
No,
well, not yet. Yeah.
So Froxy kind of felt that this Clooney thing was really a blow, and he was fundraising for him, and then he saw him on that thing, and that's when he decided to to step down.
That's very small-minded and short-sighted rather, in what is actually going on and what he needs to do. If for someone who's married to an attorney who practices all this very special law and somebody who's an advocate, that's not very in keeping with that kind of thought process that he would do that to Biden. So I just don't get it. If somebody
I know.
Did he drink the wrong sauce? I mean,
well, they're just trying to divide us more.
Yeah.
You know, they divide and conquer. So yeah.
Exactly. And you bring out the big names, you know, the ones that people, and especially the ones that people would say, really?
Yeah.
He said that? Oh, well then, you know, it's kind of like trying to do the where there's smoke, there's fire, right?
Yeah. And I have to say, if I was Biden, my heart would be so hurt by people I worked with for years.
Yes.
And all of a sudden they would say those things. That's just so painfully wrong.
You know, I have to say this, though. This is so true. They said that don't ever think that you are that valued, because most people, if they die, their chair in their office is immediately filled by somebody else. And it's like very, and so we could say that that's at every sort of level, really. That people are, it's really sad.
I guess so. And that, this is that situation.
It is. It is.
Totally. And that happens, it happens in the corporate world all the time, where you think, oh, this place would fall apart without me. No, it doesn't happen.
Right.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons that Biden has a vice president who has been included in things, so that should anything go wrong, she is ready to step in on day one. And he said so himself.
Yeah.
She is an intelligent, articulate, smart woman.
Yeah.
So
that's right. That's right. So today, Merrick Garland has refused to take Thomas's impeachment or to do he's not going to look into that today. I think it's almost too late now anyway, because even if he started it, it's going to take a long time. But can we look at that? What was that decision? Why was that decision made? It was relatively fast as well.
Yeah. Merrick Garland doesn't want that responsibility. He's, you know what, for as smart a man as he is, for as knowledgeable as he is, he has dedicated his life to looking at a situation from every conceivable point of view, making sure that every T is crossed, every I is dotted. Just that he goes after the kind of perfection that is not achievable. And what that does is it just adds time while he double checks, triple checks.
Is he a super Virgo? I mean, I'm just guessing that.
It just seems like that, doesn't it?
Yeah. And no offense to Virgos. I'm just thinking if you had Virgo in every sign, you know. It's
doesn't have the angel wing stamp. He's not going to go with it. It's got to be.
Yeah. We got energy follows intention, and he's not intending. He doesn't want to put any energy into it.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, look, play
God.
Yeah. He doesn't want to play God.
He doesn't want to, so he's hemming and
doesn't want to make a decision.
He looks at the details, re-looks at the details, looks at it again, and then looks at it again.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, this is something I also heard, but I'm glad you put this up. Marla Maples has said she would be the VP.
Yeah, she did. She said it. Trump didn't actually take her up on it, though.
Well, you know, can you imagine how Melania would feel about having Marla Maples? Not that she doesn't care.
Marla Maples, the second wife.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Then he'd have to find a way to get her on some staircases, you know.
Yeah. Oh
dear. Oh dear.
Yeah, I know. I thought. Thank you, Mary. I thought that Ivanka might be his logical choice, but she's not.
No, she don't want anything to do with him. Yeah.
This is all he's thinking about. He's coming out. He's going to get resurrected.
Yeah. That's right. Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Delusion. Tra la 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 la.
There you go.
And see all those squiggly marks? That's what his brain looks like.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Anybody who has to spend time talking about batteries and sharks and electrocution.
Because those are life. I mean, those are important decisions in life, and we're all going to face a shark in the water, or we're going to sit on a battery in a boat or wherever, in a life boat, whatever he was saying.
Rose said, or is that worms?
Yeah.
It could be the brain worms who kind of flipped over and got into, Trump's head.
Yep.
Maybe.
Kennedy guy.
Yeah. So let's see. There's some folks that went that have put some stuff up. Let me get them.
Okay.
Let's see. Deb, Joe Biden has his own site and full speech from Detroit. Thank you. I'm going to check it later.
Yes.
Anya, I'm curious what the fallout is going to be after the election between Biden and these Democrats who are asking him to step down. That's a good question.
I'll tell you something about Biden.
Biden
is a forgiving man. Biden will look at them as his party, his people across the aisle, not even by party, but he'll look at them as his fellow lawmakers, and he will not in any way, shape, or form show any kind of disfavor. He never would. He never would. That's why people love him.
Yeah.
There isn't a disingenuous bone in his body. He sincerely believes what he's doing. And
you're right. He wouldn't. Although I do think that he should, and that the party should look at them, because if with all the interference from certain countries, entertainment purposes only, what do I know? They're not just going to hedge their bets with one party. They're going to have folks that are a little exposed from the other party as well, just in case they need them. And so now these people have been called in. So I'm not saying that, that the ones who are speaking against Biden are, necessarily working for the other side. But, maybe I want to just verify. Maybe I just want to double check to make sure.
One thing's for sure. He's not a stupid guy because he's a Scorpio. So they are not, even though they're going to reach across and say, hello to their fellow Democrat or whatever lawmaker it is. He knows in this long game that he has played that people have different opinions.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
Have a split second time when they made a bad decision. He's not going to hold it against them. This is a long game. So
that's very true. And it has been a long game. And Mary, you're right. He'll show them they were wrong, and he won't rub their nose in it, because that's not what he does.
Because he will just prove it by his actions, and that's what he does, and that's why people like him. And even Lindsey Graham was friends with Joe. So
that's true. Miss Lindsay.
Yeah. I mean, Lindsay really has been a bastard about Joe, and I know it's politics, but still, he was friends with him for so long. Just turning on him was really awful. So let's see what else we got. Detroit definitely doesn't want Biden to step down. Thank you. I'm on Threads. I have about 6,000 subscribers.
Holy cow!
And when it first opened last year, I went in and everybody that was blue, said, be my friend, be my friend, be my friend. And we were doing it like 24/7. And everybody that's a Democrat that's on Threads are go Joe, go Joe. Nobody's saying anything that isn't already that.
Well,
they're like, we're not gonna, you can't. Somebody said he could be dead and you resuscitated him. I vote for him. That's
exactly. Come on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As long as we can get a breath back out of him. And he had a pulse.
His brain in the jar gets my thumbs up and about.
Yep, that's true.
Yes, Rose Blue. Hillary is the all-time winner of the I Told You So game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. And of course, a lot of people are saying that she should run on a ticket with Kamala, or there's all these other thoughts about who could be in there. This poll that I saw, which I don't, again, I'm going to say I don't trust polls really, but this poll I saw said that she has about as much luck winning as Biden does. I don't know if I believe that.
I don't believe that.
But I think that we already talked about the fact that we knew in the second administration he wasn't going to stay the whole time for whatever reason. That we had, it's time to step down and let somebody else do it. But this is a great question. Is Jill Biden more involved in handling official business? Somebody said that they were disappointed with the Biden family because they let this slip, and they should have told them between spring and summer how bad he had gotten. And that Hunter is also spending a lot of time helping Dad. And of course, nobody likes Hunter. And so, but he sort of picked up the gauntlet for his dead brother because Bo would have been right there. I think it would be great to read on this and see what you think about this.
Well, before anyone judges Biden or Joe and Hunter, let's just remember Trump and Ivanka, Jared, and all the other people that were actually part of, the White House and all that. So, let me
want my family around me
cast the
helping me.
first stone.
I would definitely want my family around me helping me. I don't see the problem with that. As you're campaigning or whatever you're doing, you want all your family to help you if they can.
Sure.
Yep.
So, Trump and his deplorables. Thank you, Clarence. You're absolutely right. And and that was politically incorrect. Oh, go. You got the womb?
The womb.
She's mothering him.
She's taking care of him. But now she's not, running things for him. She is there to support him. Interesting, the card that you got, because look at the card that I got.
Oh.
Show me your original face, the face you had before your parents were born.
Oh, you just gave me the chills.
So, she is standing behind her man. She is taking care of her husband. She's not interested in being
not at all.
A president.
No. But she probably said
she's got a job.
She probably said, that golf thing he invited you to? He's just a blank hole. Don't even bother with it,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're right. Unlike
that was amazing. I got the chills.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah. Really true.
The who was it? Unlike Melania, Jill Biden loves her husband, and she does. Yeah. She is. Yeah. She's is she giving a speech at the convention? Is Michelle giving a speech? I keep hearing that she's going to be. I heard this a long time ago. They're going to flip and they're going to make her be the candidate for the Democratic Party. And I'm like, she hates politics.
Yeah, she has said how many times no.
She doesn't want that thankless job for any amount of money in China. She's already lived through that mess, that hot mess. Yeah. She doesn't have she doesn't have that egoic drive to be no. She doesn't have any, it's not necessary. No.
And you know what they'd say anyway? They'd say she's a transsexual because they think she was a man. All the Republicans believe Michelle Obama was a man.
She's tall and statuesque, and they're jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They are. Yeah.
Oh, Lord Almighty. It just, just when you think that they can't go any lower, the guy in the back says, hold my beer.
Is it a Billy Beer from 1976? Yeah.
From Jimmy Carter's brother.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
God.
right. Yeah.
Michelle Obama, I could see her giving a speech at the convention. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But she would be supporting Biden. She would she's not in this for herself.
I know.
Gosh,
It's a good way to try to divide it. I love this question. If you guys didn't hear this, the furry hackers, a gay group of guys, got into the Heritage Foundation, Federalist Society, and it looked like they didn't get much. That but they did it, and then they disbanded afterwards. So it's pretty funny that they did that. Yeah. I know, the furry hackers.
Furry hackers.
No, she's not scheduled to speak.
Oh, she's not. Okay.
No, there's nothing here.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing here.
Yes, Mary, you agree. Many people see Biden stepping down and Kamala will be president. But some of these people asking Biden to step down see that energy now and it scares them. I think that the strangest part of this is that and I keep bringing up FDR, but Eleanor Roosevelt helped FDR. And what was it, Coolidge? Was it, or Hoover's wife? One of those guys. They helped. The wives do a lot more than you think they do.
Sure they do.
And,
they do it behind the scenes.
They're always there. Eleanor Roosevelt was fabulous. She was brilliant on her own anyway.
Yeah, she was.
And Nancy Reagan wouldn't let Ronald make a decision until he consulted his astrologer.
That's right.
Nancy had him on speed dial.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know Sterling saw him staying for. Sterling's pretty good. What do you
Sterling sees him staying. Linda G sees him going after a short, couple of years or so.
Okay.
I mean, these are possibilities out there.
Absolutely.
And so, we're reading the
energies.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Yep. That's very true. Dolly Madison.
His guides that talk to him say they read the Akashic records, and they say if it's in the Akashic records, that's a done deal that he's going to stay. We'll see, because that will be an interesting thing.
Yep, that's very true.
And don't forget too. I mean, none of us is promised tomorrow.
That's right.
We
live in a bunch of possibility.
Yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely.
Every minute we're switching parallel lives. Yeah. We're making different choices. We're going in different directions and branches of our tree, which changes our outcome.
That's right.
Every minute.
It's like multiple multiverses.
That's multiverses, and you're switching, and this is a big thing. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Thank you, book. I was not aware of that. What I had read was that it wasn't anything that anybody didn't know, but that doesn't mean that my source was telling everything they knew, or it could have been just early. So thanks for letting us know. Thank you. So I've got a couple other things to bring up today. Rudy Giuliani. He's Giuliani. The judge threw out his bankruptcy case, which means now he can be sued by a whole bunch of people for all of his assets. Yes. So, and they said you cannot file again for another year. Don't even think about it. Yes.
So basically, when some of these people were predicting Rudy Giuliani would be a broke, bum on the street, pretty much, or
much got it right. That's right.
I got it right.
Somebody was at court today and they said, I don't really care if he pays the money back. I just want him in jail.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is
But-
making me laugh. Lorraine is saying, have you noticed 45's been kind of quiet since the Epstein files have been released? Or am
Absolutely.
I imagining it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's been a little quieter, a little under the radar.
I know.
And all, as people are talking about that 13-year-old and other things are being brought up about the island and pictures and films.
There's something that hasn't aged well. I think it was from 2016 or 20, around that time. Don Jr. saying, "Well, everybody thinks my father's on the Epstein list, but his name isn't anywhere near that." And of course,
if he said that, of course it's true. He took so many flights to the island.
Yes, along with Bill Clinton, interestingly enough. So
yeah.
Rudy. Oh, look at Rudy's going to lose a lot of gold coins.
Oh,
yep.
yeah.
Oh my.
Rudy is
He's not going to be able to afford that hair dye.
After being an alcoholic for so long, this is all he can do.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah. Very bad off. Yeah.
Very bad.
Yeah. Unicorn. He's gonna be hoping, wishing that someone Donald, remember me? Do you know the things I did and I said? Yeah. Or he's gonna be on a street corner singing, "Buddy, can you spare a dime?"
Yeah.
Well, I was saying to Marina, maybe you could call up Borat guy. Can I do a bit part in your show?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Oh God. Yeah. This is so true. There was a book I read many, many years ago by Osho, who was a spiritual, some people didn't like him, but he wrote a book called Maturity. And in that book, he talks about that there are men in their 70s and 80s that never grew up. Everything is lost. Everything is, and you know who that speaks to these people, Giuliani and Trump and all the others, that's the only, they just never, they didn't mature.
Life never, their window of life, how they view life never progressed past adolescence or junior high even. So they don't really look at life as a whole and mature human being who actually can connect with human beings and have a relationship and a rapport with someone and care about someone. None of that is available to them because they never matured.
So did you know about Rudy Coffee?
Yes.
Rudy Coffee? I heard something in the back of my mind, but I don't know the details.
Let's see how that's going to turn out. Let's see how Rudy Coffee is going to turn out.
Yeah.
You could always have that.
It's the dye coming down his face.
It could be made from mushrooms, could be mushroom coffee, and then we'd know for sure that Trump was in on it.
There you go.
Rudy Coffee.
Rudy Coffee.
He's going to drip some of the dye into the coffee beans.
Rudy's going to end up living in a cave, unfortunately. Oh, my Lord.
It drips into your Here's the waterfall. He's going to cry buckets of tears, I'm afraid, over all of this.
Yeah.
And there's nobody who's going to reach out and help him and bail him out. Even his kids aren't going to.
No.
So,
Like that parasitism.
Oh, no.
Whoa. Those cards are too good.
Please.
Oh, my God.
You know what? Maybe he can change the advertising. If it doesn't wake you up in the morning, well, you can just comb it through your hair and it'll darken your hair. There you go.
Or if you add a little bit of blue pills to it, take 2 blue pills with it every morning, you'll be up and at 'em.
That's it. Up and at 'em, baby.
Real quick.
Oh, God. Yes.
Oh my God.
So it's funny that you brought up the GoFundMe, because after I watched Stormy Daniels talk to Rachel, which was a really good interview, she put up the fact that that Stormy owed Trump like $660,000, and everybody has given I think it's $1 million to Stormy Daniels to help her cause.
To pay it for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how many people back her, knowing her story is true. And
Exactly.
Oh my God, this is the psychic dummy. Rudy coffee, bitter, no flavor. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Exactly. And I think Peace Mama wanted to know what decks we were using. This particular one is Visions in the Liminal Space.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this deck is called. That's the bigger one. And then the smaller deck these little ones are the characters.
Deck of character. You have to find the deck of character though on Google, because it's like their website. I also have cards. Actually, I haven't pulled one yet, but Carolyn Booker's here, so I'll end up doing at least one. Listen, bitch.
Yes,
I have those cards. Yeah.
Yes, deck of character. Just go to their website and they sell.
Yeah.
The deck of character.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. And welcome, Maxied One. I'm glad that you're here. Anybody else that's come in that's never seen us, please know that this is meant to be satire, meant to be letting our hair down, that kind of a show. And we really are spiritual chicks. So, but people come here for the laughs or whatever. Yeah. So, yeah. And we come here twice a month. So, all right. What else have I got? All right. So I got Giuliani. All right. Today, the jury has been given jury instructions to debate on Senator Menendez, Bob Menendez.
Ooh.
And so, yeah.
I'm sorry. A little broken heart fell out while you were talking.
Well, his wife is going to have a broken heart because I think this is going to do in their marriage, which
I think it will.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yep. Ooh.
Yeah.
What about you?
I came for group therapy.
Yeah, I got sunken ship. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the dead fish. Yeah.
Going down.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. So
yes, Raynor. Yeah, they have MTG and they call Michelle Obama trans.
Oh God.
I mean,
so here's what they can tell Senator Menendez. She has a separate trial.
Yes.
But this is what he can tell her later. Listen, bitch, ask yourself if it will matter 10 years from now, and if it doesn't, don't sweat it. Well,
Yeah.
I think it will matter. I think it will matter 10 years from now.
For sure.
Absolutely.
I mean,
she does? Garden Genie says she might have cancer?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Oh, August Jude, you're a riot. Rudy coffee is just the hair dye seeping out of all his pores. Oh.
I just had something come over here. Some apparition. Just came, and I saw the shadow and I was like, what?
It's the ghost of Ivana. She wants her comeuppance. Yeah.
Yes, she does.
And I felt the presence and I looked up because I thought it was my husband, but it was a visitor. It was a visitor.
Yeah, this girl is everybody's new hero, and she is really fabulous. Yeah.
Oh,
she don't put up with nothing.
No,
yeah. Nothing.
She's amazing. And you know what? Let's not forget to congratulate AOC putting up articles of impeachment.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
at least it stood up and did it. That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I told you the ADA is not invited, and I told you that the Arizona fake electors are going to be representatives at the RNC. What kind of energy do you see around this? I really would love to get your take on the energy around the RNC. And are we going to see protests? Are we going to see counter protests? Are we going to see, what do you call it? National Guard being brought in?
There's going to be a brawl.
At the swearing in, or at the election. After the election. Okay, after the election.
After the election or after the RNC convention?
Yeah,
or at the convention?
I don't know which.
Yeah.
Well, which?
Which one, Aley?
Why don't we do both of them? Well, all right.
Okay, all right. Well,
this is what I get, but I don't believe it.
Oh, well,
yeah,
it's very possible. It is. It is. It could be MAGA fighting against the police.
I think this is a teeny weeny MAGA collection on this teeny weeny little card.
Did you hear that the QAnon shaman wants his hat and his staff back?
Oh,
and the Justice Department says no.
It's evidence. It must be.
How un-American.
You shouldn't have worn it then.
I get there's no vacancy there. That's what I get. Wow.
And I get until all are free, none are free. I think
love that. Yeah.
My sense is there is going to be there's going to be some violence, but it's going to be internal. It's going to be
out just now.
Yeah.
Blood on some hands.
Yeah.
I get it. So I read today that grocery prices fell in June. And I also read today here in my state, Kroger, aka Fred Meyer here, is buying out Safeway and Piggly Wiggly and all that. So what are we going to have again? We're going to have the conglomerate. And guess what that means?
Yeah.
That is not Biden's fault.
No.
And I really, it's really, but the grocery prices actually supposedly did go down. We had a thing here in Washington State where there were chicken prices were like crazy.
Yeah.
And apparently they investigated it and found that it was, they were doing
price.
Yeah. So hopefully they'll be able to give back to the consumer something from that kind of fixing.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yes.
Thank you, Lorraine. Lorraine says this community has given me back my smile and comfort. I forgot what my laugh sounded and felt like when I was guided to this community.
Aww.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Thank you. And yeah.
And Clarence knows. Clarence has been here before, so he keeps his potty nearby during this show, and we love that, Clarence. Yes. You are a smart man. There you go. Yeah. In Missouri, a box of crackers is $9.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But you're right. They're monopolies. They're trying to, corporate breed since the pandemic. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, totally.
Well, we are at 59 and 10 seconds, and we will be back with you guys in 2 weeks. And I believe it's Val's turn then.
Yes, it is.
And so we will be back, and hopefully we'll have all kinds of cool things to talk. I'm sure we'll have all kinds of cool things.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the convention.
Yeah.
I'm sure we have a lot to talk about.
Yep. And I'm going to take what Linda G said about Biden, that after a while this is going to blow over, and I'm going to hope that that's absolutely the case, because I'm tired of all of the craziness. And
stay a dead horse over and over. We don't need to hear the same thing over and over. They said it one time.
That's right. That's right. Yep.
Can't they be quiet?
Oh, hi, Sue Toffee. I'm sorry, but this is actually not that kind of a show. But you know what I'm going to do? Send me an email and I will read on it and I'll let you know. So it's Cookie Lee and Black Kitten. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, send me an email. I'll pull some cards for you. Yeah, absolutely. So thank you, everybody.
Wonderful.
Thank you for Val. Thank you for Marina. Thank you for everybody that's been here. Much love to you all. Have a beautiful weekend. All right.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.